All right, guys. And with that, we are going to our last topic of the day. And you know what that is, guys, because Miss Marvel's not the only show that was on Disney Plus last night or this morning. We got Obi-Wan episode 4. All right, guys. Obi-Wan episode 4. So you guys know what I thought about episode 3. Vader burning Obi-Wan literally was amazing. I'm not over this scene, guys. It was so freaking good. It was the Darth Vader that I really wanted to see. So episode 4 picks up where we left off from episode 3. We got Obi-Wan healing from his burns from this fight with Darth Vader. He's in the back to tank. I liked how they cut back and forth between Ewan McGregor and I think it's Hayden Christensen in the back to tank as Obi-Wan and Anakin, and they were showing the parallels of their wounds and going down Obi-Wan's arm and then going down Anakin's arm and cutting off at the nub because he doesn't have the rest of his arm. And I will say this. I'll say this before we get too far into the episode. I enjoyed episode 4 overall. I thought it was fun. I thought it was breezy. But my problem with episode 4 being fun and breezy is that Obi-Wan is only 6 episodes long. We only have 2 more episodes to go in this show. And this episode, not only was it short, like I turned it on and I think it said it was like 45 minutes or something like that, 50 minutes. And I was like, great, this might have some deep stuff in it. Let's go. Like they've brought in Darth Vader. Stuff is heating up, literally. So let's do it. So I put it on. The episode ended up being like 35 minutes long. And they did what I feared they were going to do. They rinsed and repeated it. It was all about Obi-Wan going to rescue Leia yet again from Reva because she brought him to the Inquisitor's headquarters, which the Inquisitor's headquarters, man, it looks so cool. It's awesome. So Obi-Wan, with the help of Tala, who was impersonating the Empire in the last episode, they infiltrate the headquarters of the Inquisitors, and Obi-Wan basically just goes through this headquarters and slashes stormtroopers down. Now look, that was awesome. I loved it. I loved seeing Obi-Wan slashing down stormtroopers. I loved seeing Ewan McGregor doing like what Alec Guinness did back in the original Star Wars movie. The part of Star Wars where they're infiltrating the Death Star, that was this whole episode. It was really reminiscent of that. And not only that, but he's going to rescue Leia again. It was for all those people that are mad that The Force Awakens was just a copy and paste of the original Star Wars, they must be ticked at this episode because this was just the Death Star infiltration that we got in the original Star Wars. But Obi-Wan goes into this place looking for Leia, slashing down stormtroopers, which was really fun to see Ewan McGregor do. Seeing Obi-Wan do. Reva has Leia. She's interrogating Leia. There was something about the scenes with Leia and Reva I just couldn't get into. I don't know if it was the performances necessarily. I just didn't really like feel the tension there. I mean, when she took Leia and was like gonna torture her on that machine, whatever it was, I started to feel something, some dread for Leia. But then Obi-Wan was just there and saved her. But yeah, I don't know, the interactions between Reva and Leia during this interrogation scene, I just don't think it worked. I mean, there was a part of the interrogation where Leia looked at Reva and was like, "Are we just having a staring contest?" Because Reva's trying to do that thing on her mind where she gets all the information. And I was like, yeah, it feels like that to me. It feels like you guys are just staring at each other saying words. Like there's nothing engaging going on here for me. And I was annoyed because, okay, I'll say this too. After episode 4, I no longer believe that we're getting a flashback episode with Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor, because this would have been the episode to do it. You just had Obi-Wan face off against Vader again, see him for the first time in a really long time in that back to tank. He should have been healing and having memories. It's kind of like how in the Book of Boba Fett. And that would have been the flashback episode. That's what I was kind of expecting in episode 4. And we didn't get it. It felt like a filler episode to me. A filler episode in a 6-episode show. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I really got like the most exciting part, the most interesting part of this episode is definitely when Obi-Wan goes into the tomb. I think they call it the tomb, and you see all those Jedi. I believe they're dead. They're in like chrono freeze or chrono freeze, whatever they're in. They're not in carbonite, but they're in like jello. They're in this yellow jello stuff in these cells, and they're frozen there. You see like a little kid from like the one of the younglings from the Jedi Council. He's in there. I'm sure you get a bunch of cameos from shows I don't keep up with. They're probably in there. But that was the most intriguing part of the episode where it's like, whoa, all these Jedi, where'd they come from? Were they from Order 66? Are they just Jedi that the Inquisitors found? And this is what the Inquisitors do with these Jedi after they've killed them? Are they dead? Like, I had questions coming from the tomb part of this episode. But this episode was just like episode 2. I mean, it was laid out differently, it was acted differently, but it was just another Rescue Leia episode. And so they eventually do rescue Leia. You got these snow speeders coming in, saving them, which was very convenient. But it was fun seeing the snow speeders again, even if they kind of looked like they were like uh, copy and pasted into the shot. Like they didn't look like they were composited very well into the shot. They kind of stuck out like a sore thumb. And I loved when we got Vader finally at the end of the episode coming in there and choking out Reva because Reva let Obi-Wan and Leia get away. And she does the whole thing where she's like, "No, I let them get away. I put a tracking device on their little droid thing, so now we know exactly where they are all the time." And that's kind of where the episode ends off. And I don't know, maybe I'm missing some things. Maybe you guys found deeper things within the episode. For me, it was a very breezy episode. Like I said, it was fun. I enjoyed it overall. But when you put it in the context of this 6 episode show that now we only have 2 episodes, I tell you what, they need to drop Leia off at Alderaan. Like I like the actress. I've liked Leia. I've grown to like Leia in this show, but I'm kind of done with her now. She needs to get dropped off at Alderaan. Obi-Wan needs to be done with that mission, and these next 2 episodes have to focus on the conflict between Vader and Obi-Wan. There needs to be so much more there. I was so surprised that Vader didn't come in until the last part of this episode. Once they introduced him in episode 3, I thought this was going to become the Vader and Obi-Wan show. And maybe that's my own expectations. That could be my fault. But yeah, there was something that I felt a little disappointed. Like, even though while I was watching it, I was enjoying the stuff. Ewan McGregor was kicking butt with those stormtroopers. It was a lot of fun seeing him infiltrate the Inquisitors' headquarters. The tomb stuff was interesting. But by the time the episode ended and I realized we only have 2 episodes left, yeah, I felt a little disappointed. I wanted more out of episode 4. I don't know, guys. That's just me. What did you guys think of episode 4? Comment down below. I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions about it, guys. And without further ado, let's see what you guys are saying.